Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, with another video with your boy B Adventures. What up, you all? I hope you all are having a good weekend. Um, so, uh, this video is a follow-up for yesterday's video. So the first thing that I've done to this vehicle is taking off the fender, the damaged fender right there. So I looked everywhere on the internet on how to take off a fender for a Kia Sportage 2014 to 2016, and I could not find one. So I thought it was a good idea to share one with you guys. So here's how I took off the fender. I had to use 12 millimeter here for the headlight. Uh, it was either 11 or 12. And then in here, it had 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters there. And then down on the bottom, right here where the bumper sits, the bumper cover sits, the fender was connected to 3 bolts, 310 mils. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And then after you finish with that, you have to come and open up the door. Sorry, my door is busted, but it's fixable. It's an easy fix. I'll fix that. So you open up the door, and after you open up the door, you have to use 10 millimeter to open up this guy. You don't have to open this guy all the way. You just gotta loosen it a little bit, and then the fender is gonna slide off. After that, I took off a part. Just a part of the inner fender, the rubber thingy, inner fender. So I took it off, and then after taking that off, I had to loosen the pillar cover, the bottom pillar cover, and then the bottom pillar cover had Phillips. I had to use one of these for it. Let me show you, so you can have a full understanding of the whole process. It took me about, so I had to use this to take off that bottom rubber piece, black thingy. And then after you loosen that, you get access to the last 10 millimeter bolt, and then there you are. You got yourself an off fender. It's gonna be off the vehicle, and this vehicle is for a family member. She was involved in a car accident recently. This vehicle is a rollover. It's my first rollover. I've never had a vehicle with this much damage before, but it's all right. I am used to it. This is just a hobby for me. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, so every car is a challenge. I've never worked on a Korean vehicle before, so this is going to be the first for me. Those of you who are watching this video, if you think that you have worked on a Korean vehicle before and you can give me any tips or anything, please comment below and let me know so I can basically communicate with you, and then basically we help each other out. That's how it works, I guess. As far as this vehicle, this is day 1 for this vehicle. I took off the fender. That's the first thing that I did. I had to do a full inspection to the vehicle, trying to see what kind of damage I am working with, and then how long is it gonna take me to fix it. Thankfully, my quarter panels are perfect. That's what matters to me, because every time it's fixable. A quarter panel would be fixable, but every time I get a car with a quarter panel, it takes me literally a week to finish it, because obviously I'm working inside my own garage, so I have to always take it off, drill and take it off, and then after that install the new one, fit it in, tack weld it, do the filler bondo, sand it, paint it, and then install all the trim pieces. Most of you know these stuff. but thankfully I don't have to do it for this vehicle. But what I have to do is, as you can see, the rear wheel is a little crooked. I think, I mean, I can barely see what's going on, but I had to go under the vehicle early this morning, and it looks like one of the, what do you call it? They call it Z control arm. It got disconnected. I'm hoping that this is the issue here. If that's the issue, that would be like a 5 minutes fix, give or take. Here's another issue that I'm having actually. So, this vehicle is full of issues. So this vehicle got the locking lug nut, and I've asked the lady who got into the accident, if she has a pair of locking lug nuts, and she was like, no, I lost them all. So I was like, yeah, nice. Yeah, now, not only that I have to deal with fixing the vehicle, now I have to look for a locking lug nut, or a tool that unlocks this lug nut, I should say. So for those of you who got the tool, please IM me, send me an internal message, and then basically I'll talk to you and see if there's any way that you can ship it to me. Otherwise, I'll contact the dealership and basically get a new one. So this little wheel, I think the alignment of this wheel is in a good shape, but the wheel itself isn't sitting straight. It's a little crooked, I think. And based on what I see here, the frame was never damaged. It's in perfect shape. But I think the shock is very messed up. So I'm gonna need to purchase a new shock for this vehicle. Or let me see if this side, on this side is perfect. Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at the vehicle from this side, you can tell it's in a good condition, except for the fender that I have here. I was thinking about taking that off, fixing it, since it's like a paper metal. But I mean, I've thought about it. Not only that I gotta fix it, I'm gonna have to bondo it, and it's not gonna look perfect. I'm looking for a long-lasting fix, not like simply a 6 months or short-term fix. So basically, that's what I'm working with, y'all. Even the windshield is busted, man. Every single thing of this car is done. But it is what it is. I'll fix it. And this thing worries me. I mean, why in the world? Is this burned? No, it's just, you could barely see the original color because of the dust. It's been sitting in their garage for almost a year now. All right, and just an FYI, this vehicle come with no keys. Not only they got into an accident, during the accident, they happened to lose a key. So, here's what I did. Here's the whole process on how to get a new key for this vehicle. I know most of you, every time you lose a key, you would go to the dealership and then basically give them the VIN number that you have on your windshield right down here, and a proof of ownership to show the dealership that you own the vehicle. You're not just a random person that got a hold of the VIN number and trying to get access to this car. So if you have the title, head to the dealership with your ID. Make sure you have your ID on you, and get a new set of keys for $180. I think it's $190 out the door, or $200 give or take. Or you could try Plan B. It's a little cheaper though. Actually, not a little, way cheaper. So plan B is, that's how it works. 1, you get the VIN number. 2, you head to the dealership with a proof of ownership and your ID. 3, get the key code. After you get the key code, you go online on eBay or Amazon and purchase a blank key fob for the vehicle. After you purchase the blank key fob for the vehicle, you go to your locksmith friend and have your key laser cut for probably like 50 bucks, 70 the most, unless your locksmith is way too greedy and he thinks about charging you like 100 plus. That would be way too much. 50 bucks is enough for just a simple laser cut. And after you get your key laser cut, you're gonna have to program it, obviously. I myself have a scanner that programs keys for me. I purchased it from Walmart a while ago. It was probably 160 bucks out the door, but nowadays the demand for that little programmer isn't as much because it's old. You could probably purchase it for 100 bucks out the door from Amazon or eBay. And then after you get the programmer, you program it yourself, and you end up paying 150 bucks for the whole process, for like getting the key done and saving yourself the programming fee at the dealership. You know, the key itself at the dealership with the cut is $180, $200 out the door. With them programming the car, you have to have the car at the dealership and you pay additional $70. So you would end up with $275. On the other hand, if you were to do it yourself, you would basically have a programmer that you can use in the future, save it for yourself for 100 bucks, along with a key cut for 50 bucks. So 150 out the door, 160-ish, give or take. And you basically save yourself $120. So this is a wrap for today's video. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.